Life is unpredictable. No matter how much you plan, chaos will find its way into your life and business. The Stoics knew this well. They embraced chaos because they understood a powerful truth. Uncertainty is not your enemy. It's your greatest advantage if you know how to navigate it. Imagine a storm. While most people panic and seek shelter, the Stoic stands firm, not because they love the storm, but because they know they can't stop it. Instead, they focus on how they respond. This is the essence of Stoicism, learning to thrive in chaos, not despite it, but because of it. Step 1. Accept that chaos is inevitable. The first Stoic tactic is simple but profound. Accept that chaos is part of life. Too often we waste time and energy wishing things were easier, hoping for smooth sailing. The Stoics believed this was a futile exercise. Instead of resisting chaos, they embraced it. For example, let's look at the tech industry. It's always evolving, often in unpredictable ways. Companies that try to resist change, clinging to old methods, eventually get left behind. But those who accept the unpredictable nature of the market, who embrace the chaos, are the ones who thrive. Think of Netflix, which pivoted from DVDs to streaming, adapting to the chaotic changes in consumer behavior. Their success didn't come from stability. It came from embracing the storm of change. Step 2. Focus on your internal stability. While chaos rages around you, the Stoic focuses on controlling what's inside. Internal stability becomes the rock that withstands the storm. This means mastering your emotions, thoughts, and reactions. You may not be able to control external circumstances, but you can always control your response. For example, when a business deal falls through, many people panic, lash out, or become demoralized. The Stoic leader, however, stays calm. They assess the situation logically, ask what they can learn from the failure, and plan the next steps. Jeff Bezos once said that if you focus on what's going wrong, you lose sight of what could go right. Instead of letting emotions dictate their actions, Stoics stay composed, using their inner calm to navigate the chaos. Step 3. Adapt, don't resist. One of the core principles of Stoicism is adaptability. Instead of fighting against the chaos, Stoics flow with it. They're like water, able to change shape and adapt to any situation. This flexibility gives them an edge. For example, in 2020, the pandemic threw businesses across the world into chaos. Some resisted, refusing to adapt to the new normal, and they struggled. But companies that adapted, whether it was shifting to remote work, changing their product offerings, or finding new ways to reach customers, managed to survive and even thrive. Look at Zoom, a company that was already established but exploded into relevance by being perfectly positioned to adapt to the new environment of remote work. Step 4. Use chaos to innovate. Chaos often forces us to think outside the box. Embracing uncertainty sparks creativity because in chaotic situations, you're pushed to find solutions that you wouldn't have considered otherwise. Consider how Airbnb started. During the 2008 financial crisis, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia couldn't afford their rent, so they decided to rent out air mattresses in their living room to earn extra money. What started as a necessity, born from chaos, became the billion-dollar idea for Airbnb. They didn't shy away from uncertainty. They leaned into it, using chaos as a springboard for innovation. Step 5. Practice detachment from outcomes. The Stoics teach us to focus on our actions, not the outcomes. Why? Because outcomes are influenced by chaos, by forces beyond our control. Instead of obsessing over results, focus on what you can do right now, in this moment. The less attached you are to outcomes, the freer you become to act strategically, even in uncertainty. For example, in the investment world, some traders make the mistake of becoming emotionally attached to their investments, which clouds their judgment. A Stoic investor, however, makes rational decisions based on the present situation, not on wishful thinking. Warren Buffett is a great example. He makes decisions based on long-term strategy, detached from the short-term ups and downs of the market. His success comes from staying focused on what he can control, good decision-making, and letting the market chaos unfold as it will. Step 6. Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Another Stoic tactic is negative visualization, preparing yourself mentally for worst-case scenarios so that when chaos strikes, you're not caught off guard. This doesn't mean living in fear. It means planning for adversity so you can act, not react. Take Elon Musk, for instance. When launching SpaceX, Musk knew the venture might fail spectacularly. He prepared for that possibility, but pushed forward with hope and confidence in his vision. His willingness to face potential failure head-on while continuing to innovate allowed SpaceX to succeed where others thought it would collapse. Musk's acceptance of the worst gave him the resilience to keep moving forward in chaotic times. Conclusion: turn chaos into your greatest asset. So how do you thrive in chaos? So first, you accept that it's inevitable. You focus on controlling your internal world, adapting to circumstances rather than resisting them. You use chaos as a catalyst for innovation, remain detached from outcomes, and prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. In the end, the Stoics didn't just survive chaos, they mastered it. In business, as in life, those who embrace uncertainty as an opportunity rather than a threat become the ones who shape the world. Chaos isn't your enemy, it's your greatest asset if you know how to use it. Subscribe to Stoic X for more wisdom.